Imagine standing at a bus stop, unsure when the bus will arrive under the scorching sun or heavy rain. This experience is not only frustrating, but it also affects our daily productivity and quality of life. For many Malaysians, this is not an unusual situation. It is a daily reality that shapes how we move, work, and live. Hi, my name is Sarah Fatia binti Ramli. I was previously a diploma student in Business Studies Transport at UiTM Segamat, Johor. Currently, I am working at a public land transport agency in Johor Bahru, where I am exposed to the operational side of public transportation on a daily basis. This combination of academic background and real working experience allows me to understand public transportation issues from both theoretical and practical perspectives. Based on this experience, I strongly believe that for public transportation to be effective in Malaysia, it must be designed in a way that reflects the local lifestyle, environment, and commuting habits of the people. Let me support this with evidence. According to data from Prasarana Malaysia Berhad, daily public transport ridership increased from approximately 1.1 million passengers in 2023 to about 1.31 million passengers in 2025, showing an increase of around 11% within a short period of time. This clearly shows that more Malaysians are willing to use public transportation. However, despite this growth, Malaysia's current public transport usage rate is still only around 25 to 30%, which is far below the government's target of 40% by the year of 2030. This gap indicates that while demand is increasing, the system is still not fully aligned with the realities of how Malaysians live and commute. Many public transport services are planned without fully considering peak working hours, weather conditions, pedestrian safety, and the distance between homes, workplaces, and transport hubs. As a result, public transportation is often seen as inconvenient, uncomfortable, and unreliable, causing many people to continue relying on private vehicles. This situation creates a cycle where public transportation is underused while traffic congestion continues to worsen. When more people choose private vehicles, roads become more crowded, travel time increases, and air quality deteriorates. Over time, this does not only affect commuters, but also the overall efficiency and sustainability of urban life in Malaysia. This is why improving public transportation is not just a transport issue, but also a social, economic, and environmental concern. So, to address this issue, improving public transportation services alone is not enough. We must also rethink how our cities and communities are designed. One effective solution is the adoption of transit-oriented development or TOD. Transit-oriented development is an urban planning approach that focuses on creating high-density mixed-use areas around public transport hubs where residential areas, workplaces, shops, and public facilities are located within walking distance. This concept emphasizes pedestrian connectivity, safety, and seamless multimodal integration between buses, rail services, and other first and last mile transport options. This approach directly reflects local realities in Malaysia, where daily commuting often involves short distance travel, exposure to hot and rainy weather, and dependence on multiple modes of transportation. In many Malaysian cities, people do not rely on a single mode of transport. A typical journey may involve walking, taking a bus, using rail services, and then walking again to reach the final destination. Transit-oriented development supports this multimodal commuting pattern by ensuring smoother transitions between different transport modes, making the entire journey more convenient and less stressful for users. Imagine living in a neighborhood where you can walk safely from your home to a transit station, protected from the sun and rain. Shops, offices, and public facilities are located nearby, reducing the need for long-distance travel. Public transport services are reliable, accessible, and well integrated with the surrounding environment. In such a system, public transportation becomes the most convenient and practical choice, not because people are focused to use it, but because it naturally fits into their daily lives. Therefore, improving public transportation in Malaysia requires coordinated efforts between transport authorities, urban planners, policymakers, and the public. By supporting public transport systems that are integrated with transit-oriented development, which is the TOD, we can create cities that are more accessible, inclusive, and sustainable. As users, we also play a role by supporting and choosing people-centered transportation systems that reflect our real needs. In conclusion, for public transportation to be truly effective in Malaysia, it must be designed around the local lifestyle, environment, and commuting habits of the people. So when public transportation reflects local realities, it is no longer a system people avoid, but a system they choose. A system that reflects local realities is not just efficient, it is essential for Malaysia's sustainable and inclusive future. Thank you.